Hey everyone, welcome to my new channel, Small Garden Adventures. I'm your host, Danny. Join me on my journey to turning my small backyard into a diverse and beautiful food oasis. Alright, so as you guys can see, we've had tremendous growth on these potatoes this year. The problem is that they're covering up all of our peppers over here. They're just becoming a little too unruly for our garden. So today we're going to be putting some stakes in here at the end of the garden bed and taking string and attaching it to the fence over here and wrapping it around the stakes in order to create a cage system to support these plants a little bit better in the garden. So as you guys can see, very simple. I just took these two stakes, hammered them down into the ground. I took some gardening twine, tied it to the fence, and just wrapped it around these stakes. It's not even pulling really hard on the stakes at all. As you can see, there's not a lot of tension on it. And if there is, just come in and just loosen up just a little bit. And it's just fine, But I'll show you reasons why I did it right here. Sorry. These were coming completely over and covering up all my peppers. So this pepper hasn't been growing like it should be. It's also been covering this one, even covering my little pepper that's already grown out. But my other peppers, I mean, they are flourishing. The ones that have had plenty of sun. So, I really wanted to get these uncovered. That way they can get plenty of sun. Besides, this is a jungle potatoes. All right. 6-foot bamboo stakes. I'm gonna measure out 3 feet. And then I'm gonna mark it. Right about there. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mark these for another 9 stakes. Okay, so I've been having a problem lately with my corn falling over a lot. So I went ahead and I wanted to stake them up. That way it made them a little bit more rigid because there's not a whole lot of room for those roots to grow down, and they're not going to create a real sturdy root network by themselves because the soil is very loose in here and it's very aerated because it is a fabric bed. And I should have realized that more in the beginning, but live and learn. So these are just 3 feet high. I'm just gonna stick them right next to the stalk, which I'll do it on this side. That way you can see it better. But just going straight down as far as we can. And that's what it's gonna be like. So to help keep it more rigid, we'll tie it off and it'll just grow off that stake for its life. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I got 18 more or 17 more to go. Next project is to fix this cucumber. As you can see, it's shot sideways. So I've got to cut the trellis past where it's held, and now I've got to redirect it. So I'm just gonna tie it up right here. Got several female flowers going. Let me see if I can find a male flower real quick. Perfect. And I'm going to germinate the female flowers with my little male flower brush here. Okay. Think all these other female flowers look like they've already been germinated. Their petals are starting to fall back already. So we'll see. Okay. Alright, so we'll just wrap that up just a little bit. Alrighty. And then that. Let's try and train this up. So I'm right there. Alright, that was easy enough. Alrighty, so I went ahead and harvested some onion tops already, but now I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some of this lettuce real quick. I'm not gonna take all of it, I'm gonna leave the center of it. That way it can still grow a little bit more before I harvest the whole thing. Just gonna de-weed a little bit. I got some grass growing in here. Okay though, not a huge deal. Get it out of my way. I don't want it mixed up in my salad greens. Alrighty. So I already harvested from these two heads. not too long ago. This one just bolted straight up, so this one may just have to get harvested here pretty soon. This one's already bushed back out, so I may want to harvest at least one side of it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I haven't harvested these two yet, so what I do is I just grab a bunch in the middle that I want to save. And that feels about right. And I just go around and I cut off whatever I want to harvest. It's pretty simple. And I just take it, throw it in the bin. Just throw it all in there. We'll sort through it when you get in the kitchen and you start cleaning. And then you just clean it up a little bit, and get some of those stragglers. But yeah, you leave majority of that center just intact. That way it stays alive and you can just come back and collect a little bit more off of it. Like I said, I trimmed both of these just as small as this one, and they shot right back up. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this variety again. And these trimmers, little garden trimmers, make it very easy. You don't necessarily have to get the same ones I got. I got the Fiskars one. I got them a long time ago. Um, but if you make sure like they just have the serrated edges on the sides, you can just easily just use it like a quick knife in the garden to harvest. Real quick, I did not use these to harvest the tops over here, so I didn't have to disinfect them before I started harvesting these. I actually used my hands. I just pinched them right off. They just pinch, just like that. Mm, that's good. I'm gonna trim a little bit off right here. See, just cuts right away. And those tops are really strong with that oniony flavor, like a green onion. Um, so that's why I kind of use it like as like green onion, make chives, stuff like that. Dice them up, dry them out, use them in herbs. You can grind them up after drying them out and use them as like a garlic powder or like an onion powder, my bad. So it's pretty versatile for the tops. Yeah, that's today's harvest. Ain't greener every day. That's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe for more small garden adventure updates where we truly have big farm dreams in such a small garden. Take care, guys.